And then I do the same thing on the other side. Hey y'all, welcome to T&T Homesteading. This is Terry. It's been 2 months and 5 days since Red had her babies, hatched out her chicks. So I had someone actually ask the other day, wanting an update, and I'm finally getting around to recording this. And I think you'll see it in a little over a week. Actually, you'll see it this weekend. So there you go. This is a pretty live video. With the house move and everything that's going on, I'm gonna stop 2 a week video posts for a while, but hopefully once we're down there to the property, we'll be able to get back to it, assuming I can get videos uploaded. So anyway, let me show you what's going on here. So I told you we had the chicks not in a tractor and or mobile coop or whatever you want to call it, because we didn't have any winterized. Because this particular one, which is the bigger one, and she had a lot of chicks, it was not set up. I mean, it had a back and it had a top, well, partially, and then it had a shade. So what we ended up doing is getting some plywood, because we just started losing too many to predation, and I put a piece of plywood and bolted them to the fence posts on both sides. And then, let's see, there we go. And then when I did that, I also, let me back over here. I went ahead and put a bolt, probably should do it on the other side. You might see how this works. I put a bolt down there for the tire, but I want it to sit flat because the chicks would go underneath it every time I tried to move it. So I added the big tire, and I've got 2 bolts, and that way I can move the tire down to the bottom one, and then use that as a handle. And a couple weeks ago I actually moved this. Okay, I've moved it more since then, but a couple weeks ago I recorded moving this, and that's what this is. Alright, so when I go to move this, hopefully you can hear me over the wind, it's crazy. I usually bring out a flashlight and I will lay it along the edge of where this was currently at. And then we talked about it, but I take the nut off the end, and I just dropped it. Oh, here it is. Sorry about that. So I take the nut off the end so I can take the tire off. And then I lift on that handle and put the tire on that handle. And then I just put the nut on for just a moment. And then I do the same thing on the other side. And then I grab the rope, I lift up, and I pull, which I can't do with you. And I will pull until the back of the coop over there crosses this white line, or at least close to it. All right, that's close. So now I just got to take the tires off and put them back on the little stands. And the other side. They're not happy with me at the moment, but I've actually killed some chicks before when moving during the daylight because they try to get away from me that's moving it. And I can't see them when I'm on the other side. So anyway, that's my current way of moving them, and I'm really liking it. Trying to get, there we go. I am really liking moving it that way. It only takes, well, 5 minutes, because that's how long this section of the video is. And I'd move it faster if I wasn't messing with the camera. So it works pretty well. The chickens stay on the roost because they're roosted at night, and I can just pull it out of the way, set it back down, and I don't have to mess with the chickens. All right, so they're doing really well. I think I already stated that we're down to 8. We got 8 chicks. I believe 2 are roosters. One's definitely a rooster. That black one there with his back to me and the gold neck, he's definitely a rooster. I don't know. If we're lucky, we only have 1 rooster. They're getting big. So we put them in here, and we you know, move them and keep them fed, keep them watered. I can only move them so far away because it's wintertime, and our water plugs in to keep the water from freezing, but I can only go so far away from the house and the extension cord. I'm a little concerned about the move to the cabin. I may have to change the water situation when we're there because I'm not sure electricity is going to be our friend. They love to stand right there and stare at me whenever I feed those that are not enclosed, and they're, well, who knows where they're at. Nope, no clue. But anyway, they like to beg. I think all animals like to beg. But that's everything. They're doing well. I wish I could let them free range, but even the other day we had a hawk dive bomb the big chickens, and they all went for cover. In the next 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, we'll be moving the chickens down to the property. But I got to get a new chicken coop built. Now they'll stay in that for a while longer. We've got some plans for a run for chicks that we're hoping to build, but I don't know if it'll get done in time. So they'll stay in that coop, and I'll move them around as much as I can down there with the trees. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing the chicks and seeing how well they're doing, and like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. We'll see you on the next video. Bye.